Okay guys, hello and welcome back to the channel. We are back with some more historical photos of the past, which are amazing, incredible, shocking, and sometimes quite scary. But let's start with the first one, guys. So here we have actress Marilyn Hare set out to kiss 10,000 soldiers in order to raise the morale of the troops in the fighting of the Second World War. On her first day, she actually kissed 733 soldiers. Talk about germs, right? Because just imagine right now, her cheeks are absolutely crazy with germs. I'm not sure myself, but I would not want to kiss a girl who's being kissed by 700 other guys. But you know, this is it. This is war, and guys don't really get second chances because some of these guys died in the war. So, you know, the things are like that, right? We have another one here, which is also a pretty interesting one. So this is a portrait of a British war veteran and his wife in 1855, colorized photo, of course. His medal indicates that he fought in 5 battles during the Napoleonic Wars. That is crazy, guys. As you can see here from their faces, they don't look that happy because, no, why would they be happy? They've lived in a very poor life, and you can see from their clothing and everything. But guys, this guy has survived 5 different battles. That is just insane. So there you go. Now here we have a very shocking photo. This one is amazing. So a Serbian soldier is sleeping with his father who came to visit him on the front lines near Belgrade, 1914-1915. I mean, the father literally, like, he just wants to see his son to make sure he's still alive, to make sure he's able to still say hi to him before something bad happens to him. And guys, this is just amazing. Here we have, of course, a very, I would say, publicized photo. Here is Marilyn Monroe, actress, shopping for clothes on Fifth Avenue, New York in 1957. Now, of course, this is all a PR stunt, as you can imagine, but at the same time, it's a very iconic photo because this woman was so popular back in the day that literally everyone's heads were turning around when she was walking on the street. Here we have a very shocking photo. So this is a religious Ku Klux Klan members staging an America First parade in Binghamton, New York, 1920s. That's right. As you guys know, this group is a very extremist group, alright? So I'm not surprised there, to be honest, because these people literally have no sense of respect or cultural respect for that matter. Here we have another very surprising photo. This is the Boston sniper Nadia Geriacic, which was before an artist before the war, aims a semi-automatic rifle in front of towards the Serbian paramilitary and Yugoslav People's Army on the 20th floor in 1992. Literally, there were loads of people holed up in their apartments fighting the war with sniper rifles, literally from their buildings, trying to fight the war and win the war, literally one by one. Absolutely crazy, guys. That is just insane how war changes life and changes people as well. Here we have a very uncommon photo, some happy Japanese soldiers. So these are 3 Japanese soldiers posed in the snow of the Alaskan Attu Island, 1943. This was just before the war ended, 2 years before. So here, still Japan was really strong in the front and just fighting like crazy against the Allied forces. Now guys, this one is a majestic photo. Here we have an angle of the Graf Zeppelin flying over the Montevideo, Uruguay in June 1934. Now this one, guys, is an amazing photo. Just look at this, look at the detail, look at the building, look at the angle. It's just absolutely fabulous. Okay, so a very amazing photo. This is literally a milkman delivering milk like nothing happens after an air raid in London, 1940. He doesn't care there was a raid. No, he has a job. He has to deliver that milk. He doesn't give a crap. He's gonna go through the rubble, avoid everything, avoid the missiles, and just get that milk delivered to the house, even if the house doesn't exist anymore. Who cares? He is gonna do his job. So like, respect for this guy, my man. He is literally one of the most amazing people I've seen in photos, delivering the milk, not caring about anything. That is just insane. We have a Canadian-Japanese family which is being shipped off for internment in camp in 1942 in Canada. This was because after Japan started the war, Japanese people were sent to these places who were living abroad just because of course, protection, as well to avoid people attacking them on the street, and also they were afraid that some of them would be spies as well. So there was a double protection there for Japanese people living in America and Canada, of course because of the war happening between Japan and the Allied forces. Okay, so here we have a very quite shocking photo. This is a Chinese infantry soldier putting an explosive suicide vest made out of a Model 24 hand grenades to use in a suicide bombing against a Japanese tank. That's right, in China, 1938. Just imagine going to the war, going on the field and knowing that you are going to die, and you're just gonna try to take as many enemies with you as possible in the process. Guys, just crazy. I mean, just respect for these people who fought the war and sacrificed everything for something they believed in, hopefully, right? So because it's just crazy. Now guys, this one is also a quite interesting one, which I'm surprised that it got dropped down. So from 1912 to 1948, the Olympic Games held competitions in fine arts. That's right, we're talking about medals in literature, architecture, sculpture, painting, and music. But now this is dropped off, so now the Olympics are only about sports, which is quite sad because at the end of the day, some people are better at doing, their craft, doing stuff which is not to do with moving their body in a sports way. So yeah, so just imagine this was a genuine event, and this is a display in 1936 in Berlin. This, my friends, is a colorized photo of Linda Carter 1972. An amazingly colorized photo, just crazy. The detail is just awesome, to be honest. Here we have a classic photo of a person who was living on the street, the Leatherman. He was very famous and known for traveling across the country and wearing his own leather-made suits from different pieces. And yeah, this is a photo of himself in 1885, James F. Rogers. Quite crazy, isn't it? Here we have a very classic image of the 60s in Norway. That's right, this is a street in Tromsø. Hopefully I spell that right for any people from Norway watching me here. And this is a photo from the 60s. So look at that classic. Look at obviously this is fake, but just look at the streets and everything. It looks so different, so classic, so old school. And I actually dig it. I like the fashion of that time. It looks very interesting. And it just brings back memories from like the 60s. The world was much more simpler back then. There was no internet. There was no like smartphones. Everything was so analog and so different, wasn't it? We have a Japanese mother and her child sit amongst the ruins of the Hiroshima after the American army dropped an atomic bomb called Little Boy in August 1945. The face of the despair is pretty obvious, but guys, this is what war does to people. It just destroys lives. And that's it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the showcase, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and of course you had fun with this. It's really amazing and exciting how photos can show history like nothing else. As you guys know, a picture speaks more than 1,000 words. And as always, I shall see you guys later in the next upload. Bye.